Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am super excited because I finally am going to be trying out, as you can see from the title below, the Physicians Formula Ultimate MURUMURU, I don't even know if I say that right, MURUMURU Butter Collection. This is limited edition and there is a total of 58 shades in here. I just got it recently in the mail before Christmas, but with all the Christmas, and that was gonna be like one of my Christmas presents and things like that, I just didn't get a chance to try it out until now. So I'm just super excited to try it out. I've been wanting to and dying to try it out. I did order it on Cyber Monday, so their website was like take 40% off your like purchase. So in total this is $40, so $39.99, but I ended up getting it for $19.99, I believe, like $20. And then I also did order this little thing because I love their perfume, the butter perfume, and this I got for like $10. So in total I got these two things for $30, which I was like super happy about because this by itself is $40. So like I said, this does have a total of 58 shades in here. In the back it kind of shows everything that there is. So here's like the bronzers, highlighters, it does come with the mirror, the lipsticks, lip shades, blushes, and then the eyeshadows. The only things I have tried from Physicians Formula and I love are the bronzers. I've only tried the deep bronzer because of the Casey Holmes collab that they did, and then I tried a lipstick from them because of also that Casey Holmes, which I don't necessarily like love their lipsticks, but I think it's okay. It's not like the best. And then their blushes, I tried it with the Casey Holmes, so I'm excited to try more. Highlighters, I do own some Physicians Formula highlighters because I think they're so bomb. They're so like creamy and they just go so nicely on the skin. They just look amazing, so I can't wait to try out a couple more shades from here. So this is how the packaging comes. It's like a little box and then it comes sealed here. As you can see, the box is pretty much the design of the actual palette thing, which I like it. It's very cute, very pinky, very summery, islandy. And as you can tell, it is like the size of my hand both ways. It is pretty like chunky. So for traveling, I don't know if it would be like the best idea to take this whole thing with you, but then again, you do have like everything in here besides foundation and concealers and eyebrows, I guess, but I mean you pretty much have everything in here, so it's like a good thing but then a bad thing because of how chunky and big it is. But in the back it has like what is in there along with the names of the blushes, bronzers, eyeshadows, everything in here. It does kind of open like a book, and when you do open it, it does have, I don't know if you can see this clear like protectant. But what I don't like about it is that if you take that protectant out, once you close it, the shades can get into each other and it could get like real messy. So here's the eyeshadows and bronzers, and then you do slide it open. And here's the blushes that doesn't have a little clear protectant, and then the lipsticks. And then on the other side, you have your highlighters and your mirror, which this thing is literally pretty big. Let's see if we can open the mirror. Can't open it when I have it like this. And the mirror is a pretty good size, so I guess if you lay it down, you could do your makeup if you take it with you or whatever. Shades, there's more eyeshadows obviously, and from somewhere I read that there's pretty much all their eyeshadows here in one. So if you did just want to try it, I suggest you buy this whole thing because you get a ton of bronzers, highlighters, eyeshadows, everything for the price of not so much. Because let's just say a little highlighter is $14.99 and this is $39.99. So if you are able to get your hands on this, I suggest you do. But anyways, I'm so excited to try this. I'm just gonna do a simple look. This is why I look so pale. Sorry about that. I just have my eyebrows, foundation, concealer done. So I am just ready to do my eyes, bronzer, blush, highlighter, and I should be ready. So if you guys want to see how this palette looks, then just keep on watching. So I'm going to be starting off with my eyes. I am going to be taking this second shade right here, and I'm guessing that is called Coastal Chic. I always get so confused on how I'm supposed to read it, but I'm pretty sure this one's Coastal Cheeks because this is called White Sand, so I'm guessing this is Coastal Cheek. But I'm gonna be using that one, and I am just gonna take my BH Cosmetics little blending brush, and I'm just gonna apply that all over my crease. It does have a good amount of kickback, like, I don't know if you can see, but as I dab in, you can see, I don't know if you can see, but it does have quite a bit of fallout. So for it to be like put together with the bronzers, that could be an issue. I don't really mind because you can just blow it out after. And I am just applying this to my crease for a transition shade. Okay, so here you guys are zoomed in. As you can see, this is just one dab into the pan, and I got quite a bit of shade on there, so I'm just gonna add a little more, and then I tap off the excess. So as you guys can see, they are pretty pigmented, and that was a light shade. So enough for a transition shade, I think it's good. You do notice some fallout here, which I don't mind as long as it comes off like easily. So let's see. And see, there's that. So the next shade that I'm going to be taking is this one right here, and I'm guessing that one's called Beach Beige, and that one's kind of like a light brown kind of taupey color, and I am just gonna take that in a Wet n Wild little crease brush. And same with that one, once you dip it in, there is some fallout, as you can see, some got on that white shade. But like I said, for me it's okay. Tap it because there is a lot of excess. And we're just gonna apply that on the crease right here. Okay, I guess it's looking a little more brown instead of like pinky peach. I don't know. I didn't really see a difference with those two colors on my eyes, as you can see. And it did have quite a bit of fallout there. But once you blow it, it's gone. So the next shade that I'm probably gonna go into is going to be just this darker one right here, and this one's called Off the Coast. So this one right here, and I'm just gonna go in with this Morphe brush, and it has the same amount of kickback. Tap out the excess. We're just gonna apply that on the crease. And that one has more fallout, and it is a lot more pigmented. So it is pretty pigmented. You do need to be careful with that. And they are blending out pretty nicely. I don't know if you can tell, but it did blend out very nicely. So there is those three colors. I do have quite a bit of fallout under my eyes, but it is coming off easily, so yeah. Now moving on to the lid. I think I want to take this one that's next to that brown that I used. And this one is called Reservation for Two. And I am going to apply on one eye with my finger and then on the other eye with a brush. So first let's start off with the finger, which it looks a little chalky on my finger. I don't know if you can see, but it is a really pretty color, so hopefully it comes out pretty. And I don't have anything on my eye besides that eyeshadow, so. But can you see that pigment? Super pretty. But do you see what I mean by chalky? As soon as I put my finger down, it kind of just stuck there. And I am having some fallout on my face. And now I'm gonna go back with that dark brown, the last shade that we used. And I'm gonna apply this on the outer edge. Just like that. So here's one eye, and now with the other eye, I'm gonna use just a flat brush and I'm gonna apply it in my eye without wetting it. And then I'll try wetting it after a bit. And this is what I mean by it's pretty chalky. You like dip in and the shadow just kind of like crumbles. And not a lot of it went onto the brush. So we'll see. This is without wetting my brush. Not a lot going on. I'm gonna try wetting it just with this Pearl Essence Coconut Rose Water that I just got like at Marshall's. And I'm gonna see if wetting it helps with the brush. With the finger it applied okay. With the brush it seems like it's not really sticking onto my eyelid. Wet kind of works better, yeah. But that shade isn't the best. It's super pretty, but it just doesn't go on the eye very good. I feel like you can see, well, this side doesn't look that shiny compared to this side, but okay. And then going back with that brown shade, just gonna apply it right here. Okay, and you know what? I kind of feel like adding a lighter shimmer. So I might go in with this top one right here. That one is called Moonlight Beige. I'm gonna see if that one applies a little better. I'm gonna try to add it like a topper. Ooh, this one feels even more buttery. Like, I don't know if you guys can see. There's like barely any fallout. It's not as chalky. So I'm gonna add that onto the center there. Oh yeah, that one works way better. Let me see with the brush. Yeah, same look. There's more color on the brush. It went on easily. And let's see how it applies on the eye. Oh yeah, that shadow is good. I don't know what happened with the other one. So they all don't have the same consistency, which is okay, I guess. You did pay $39 for a whole palette, not just for those eyeshadows. So for me, it's okay. They're not like the best eyeshadows, but they do work pretty good. Okay, so moving on to bronzer. I've only used the shade Deep Bronzer. This one over here. So I kind of want to use a different one. The only thing is, this one's like a whole shimmer. And this one shimmer too. I don't know how I feel about that. And let's see. I might end up taking the first two up here. So these two, and these are called light bronzer and bronzer. So I'm gonna take those two and kind of just mix them with this angled brush that I got off of a BoxyCharm. I don't even know what it's called. And this brush kind of fits perfectly in there. And I'm literally just gonna mix the two. And some fallout, as you can see. And I'm just gonna apply that on my cheeks. And I love their bronzer, so as you can see, it's applying very nicely. And those two colors together are pretty good. Now I am just gonna go over with the stippling brush, make sure everything's blended good and smooth. And I love their bronzer, so I have nothing to say about those two. I would have to try the rust, like the shimmer one, to see how that looks, because I am an oily person, so I feel like on top, like having a bronzer that's shimmery just wouldn't look good on me, but you never know. Okay, so moving on to blush, I'm going to be taking my Beach Cosmetics angled brush. I don't know what it's called. It's just angled brush. And most of the blushes, I don't know if you can see, but they do have some shimmer in it. And I kind of want to go into this bottom one, which is called Vintage Rouge. Or this one that's called Saucy Mauve. Or the one on over here, which is called a Beachy Peach. So I kind of want to see one of those, and I think I'm just going to go into Vintage Rouge right here. And again, this brush fits like perfectly in there. From Casey Holmes blush, I do know they're very pigmented, so I did tap off some, and then I'm just going to go in very light-handed because I don't want to, you know, go from 0 to 100 super quick. See, I just tapped some, and you already have blush. And that one does have some shimmer to it, so I don't know if you can see as I move. You can see the shimmer, but I don't mind it because it's not a lot. Now back with my brush, because I do have a ton of brush on me and I don't really like it to show that much. I'm just gonna go over and blend it out. Okay, so now we're gonna be moving on to highlighters, and like how I said, there is a total of 7 highlighters. And I don't think I've tried any of these because the one that I have is called Champagne Glow, I think. And then I don't remember what the Casey Holmes one is called. Let's see, actually. Oh, yeah, so the one that I have is called Champagne. So it's this one at the bottom right here. So it does have that one there. And then the one from Casey Holmes, I don't know what it's called, but I have it in this C palette. And it's kind of like another champagne-y color. I don't know if you can see. So I want to try something different since I've tried those two. This one has like that white one at the top, which is it's like an iridescent kind of. Oh yeah, and it's called iridescence because it shifts colors. Like once you move it, it seems to like shift colors. And then this one's called, so this one's iridescent, sorry. And this one's called Pearl. And then this one's Pink Rose and Rose Gold. Copper, Deep Mauve, and then the Champagne. So I'm not going to use Champagne because I already have that one. I'm either gonna go into rose gold or iridescence. And I'm just gonna be using this fan brush that I have here. And actually maybe because of the pan size, I might switch to my Morphe M510 brush. And like I said, I'll probably go into rose gold and a little iridescence. Then we're gonna tap off because these are super pigmented. And we are just gonna apply those at the top of our cheekbones. And can you see that? It is so pretty. Look at that. I love it.
You literally don't even need that much. Keep it though. Okay, both nose.
I'm even gonna take my little brush and I'm gonna apply some of that iridescent onto my inner corner. I don't know if you can even see it, but it is super pretty in there. Now moving on to the last step. This is the one that I kind of am iffy about, and that's the lip creams. Because one, you don't want to get like your hands super messy, and then two, you're not always going to be carrying a lipstick like brush, you know. So there is a total of 12 lip creams, and it goes from nudes to darks. And I kind of want to try that one right there, which I'm guessing that one's called Mauve into Brazil. So I'm just gonna get my finger and mix it around and just apply it on my lips, which I can't really tell.
I do love the smell of them.
So there's that one. I mean, can you tell? Let's try a darker one. Let's try this one down here, which is called Nights into Rio. Kind of like a berry color. Let's see how that one goes on. Oh. So that looks more like hot pink, right? And in there it's like a total like, I don't know. Okay. That wasn't what I was expecting, but it's okay. So I'm just gonna apply my mascara and then I'll be back to finish. Okay guys, so this is the final look after I added some mascara. I did apply some of that darker brown on to the lower lashes along with my mascara, and they are pretty good. So what I would say is I would totally recommend getting this Physicians Formula MURUMURU Butter Collection. If you can get your hands on it, go for it. It is so good. Bronzers, like I said, highlighters. One highlighter is $14.99. You get 7 highlighters in here, which you can't beat that. You literally just can't beat that. It is good if you wanted to travel with because it has everything you need in one. Everything's super pigmented. The eyeshadows are the only thing that are like iffy. They're not all consistent. They don't all have the same like quality and stuff, but they are pretty good. I mean, it did the job, which is what I look for, and it blended out, which I didn't think they weren't gonna blend out. They just aren't very consistent. Some are a little chalky, some are more smooth, but they did blend out pretty good, which I did like that. And then bronzer, blush, and highlighters, I can't complain about anything about those. Those are super good, but yeah, this is the final look with the MURUMURU palette. And like I said, if you can get your hands on it, go for it. It is really good. You get 58 shades all in one for $39.99, or if you have a coupon or it's on sale, you can get it for cheaper. But yeah guys, that is it for this video. If you guys do have any video recommendations for this year, let me know. I'm gonna try and get better at filming for you guys. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.